You think the Moogle delivery service gets sued for losing letters? Like, I mean, obviously it's your personal communication. You'd be very upset with this service that's continuously just losing things. Is there a court system in this world? I wonder. As I was saying last time, the problem that I've had with these story missions so far is that they're just, most of them are boring, go here, talk to this guy type missions. Or kill 3 wolves, or do something boring. Not even an interesting reason to kill 10 wolves. You know, that's a secret to good game design, is that you have to come up with something at least marginally compelling and interesting, so that even though you're killing 10 wolves for the 10 billionth time, you know, it's still something different, something unique. But this, oh, there are so many quests that just feels like busy work all the time. Go here and do the thing, talk to that guy for this side quest on that side quest. And that's the problem, is that you have a side quest to a side quest to a side quest, where you're supposed to be fighting elementals, but first you gotta go talk to this group, and that requires doing this quest chain, but this particular guy over here doesn't want to do it, so, you know, you gotta go kill 10 wolves to make him do something. Oh, it's bad. Be happier if there was, if they just, you know, redid it so that they only kept the actual, like, interesting quests. You know, you pick out the 10 or so most, rather than having 80 quests, you pick 10 quests that are actually interesting, and then most of the side quest stuff you cut out, or you kind of wrap into a slightly longer quest with a bit of introduction, bit or an end. But as it is, it's just so incredibly boring. It feels like the developers don't even respect my time most of the time, but it's like, yeah, we're gonna send you on 50 million quests and waste 3 hours of your time for no particular good reason whatsoever. Because you didn't really accomplish anything, you just ran around, a bunch of nothing. I do kind of wonder if that's a different philosophy between the design way more Eastern and Western developers. Or at least the sort of norm. Hard for me to say. Obviously I don't play a lot of games that aren't English. So that tends to limit me to Western style development. Yeah. What do I have to do to get you to just click? Like, everything wants me to get onto the skill bar for some terrible reason. There. Now go away. Wouldn't have been that hard to just have a button that says, when you hold this button, it will move and you can put it somewhere. If you don't hold the button, it will click the button. But I guess that's not how it goes. Oh look! A rock! Oh great glorious rock, show me your power! And of course there's bottles of beer just sitting out here, so you know it's a good rock. Rising up for the mark of the warden, in a moment of quiet solidarity, you breathe deep of the dry desert air and award the rushing waters. It's punctured by the chain, chirping of vile cannon, blah, blah, blah. The god's power, however, remains silent. You haven't offered me the gift of revelry. Drink the beers first. Is that really it? Well, I want you to go pray to the gods for success. And the gods are just like, nah, we don't really want to talk to you. You're boring. Gotta go back to find out that... Oh, that wasn't the gods' rock. That was Makeout Rock. Did you make out with someone there? No? Well, then the gods won't hear you. That guy's got to be starting to smell by now. You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage, Sheila. Even if Azame did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren, as they rot in hell. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that must one day be surrendered to the life stream, our soul shall endure, and the righteous shall find solace in Thal's realm. The wicked shall be cast down. Although we can perform the rites for most of the scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given to the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn in accordance with sylphic traditions. It's really wonderful how this character was introduced, you know, kind of came up rather suddenly after I'd complete that long series of quests, and she accomplished nothing, aside from dying and having to have me deliver her corpse. Played a big part. So what's my character's role in the story? Well, you're gonna come as a tag-along to join the Scions at the end of a long series of quests, and then vanish for a good period of time, and then you die. And we take your smelly corpse back to your hometown. That's it. That's your whole role in the entire game. Ride that uniform. Beware the shiny, glowy magics of unicorn power. This one is surprised to see walking one Little Solace. How can these ones assist walking one? Have a corpse? Gasp! Noxia? But this one does not understand. Kumoxio, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, Elder One. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Have a corpse. Noraxia? How can this happen? Explain everything to this one at once. So, not only Noraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Noraxia went to Thaland at the behests of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Tell this one that Noraxia was brave. Tell this one that Noraxia did not suffer. Well, brave, suffering. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. We shall burn down Imperial Ones' houses, and we shall murder their women. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Noraxia's death be for naught. These ones will fight. Yeah, I'm sure the little flower fairies or the leaf fairies are going to, put up such a magical, powerful fight. Once again, like, everybody that my character knows and was, like, friends with has been completely slaughtered. And she's now on the run. Because the evil empire wants her dead. So let's send her on these long errands to do things as inappropriate for her as delivering corpses. Really? You couldn't send someone who's not, has a bunch of people trying to kill her. Nothing. We thank you for your service to the Church and the Sylphs. You may be pleased to know that, in your absence, we interred the remaining scions in the Lich Shard. We thought you might want to be there, but then we were like, nah, it'll take too long, so we buried them anyways, so you don't have any closure. Sucks to be you. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you already have done so much on their behalf. You've done all of their busy work. You should feel proud of yourself. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now. We know you have lots of psychological scars, but just ignore them. It'll be okay. Hey, Marquis. I'm not imagining it, Sheila. I know I'm being watched. No, not the girl. I know about her. I'm gonna get with her later. No, this is different. Sinister. As if I am under observation. I see him. There's little eyes on my fingers watching me. The feeling comes and goes, but I feel it was last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Yeah, I could ask somebody else, but you're here now, and I don't want to talk to anybody else. They're scary. Nope, don't see nobody. Let me go. I gotta check that one particular spot. Hang on, I think he marked my map with a spot. Look here for scary people. I can jump that fence. Are you hiding in that grave, mysterious people? Apparently they were. They were just a dude, like, hiding in a tomb. If I ever happen to be in the position to name a graveyard, I'm gonna name it the Lich Yard. It's an awesome name. You were attacked, weren't you? And you are unharmed? Thank the gods! I knew you were gonna be attacked and put you in harm's way, but I didn't want to get you hurt, because I'm a crazy man. I knew it. He was watching me, but why was he watching me? Why does anyone want to watch me? I don't mean nothing. I'm just a man with no memories, and mysteriously know all these things. What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. Can you bring him back from the dead? Do you have necromancy powers? That'd be awesome. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Imbium must hear this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think the others may come for me again. What? Yeah, I know he's 10 feet away and can probably overhear our conversation, but I want you to tell him. Yeah, I already heard. I don't care. Heavens forbid! What did such a thing happen? Did such a thing happen in my holy ground? Do you have any idea who that man was? No, I didn't ask him before I killed him. Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? Yeah, he was wearing the garb of the evil empire. And apparently I stole his sword. This is a Garlean steel, which means the man who was watching Marquis was a goblin. No, that's not right. Make haste to cap dry bones at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come. Once again, the Empire is trying to murder me, and that is why I'm hiding. So you're sending me out to warn people about the Empire coming in to murder everyone. This is a bad plan.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate.
Things have gotten serious now. We know, because there's voice acting.
At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Wait, how did you know they were dead? Betrayer!
And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
Where's Sid? I don't see no Sid. Talking to me? I'm just a man with no memories and a mysterious past who has no idea what he is. I couldn't possibly be some legend who's disappeared from the world.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano.
Cartano.
I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Peace be with you.
Wait,
Come on. You got an awesome hood thing on. We can see it.
Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Why is there an empty bottle in the church? A lot of drinking going on there. Well, you couldn't hand him the stuff? You know, put down his feet?
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you.
You know, if you wanted to make him not look like an important character, don't put really interesting stuff just under his hood. Just, like, take it off his model.
I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right.
So take your shit and get out.
Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life.
We're going to conclude our little story incredibly quickly and try to pretend like it was a big thing.
But It is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Try not to get killed. How did he pick up that hammer? It was on the ground. He didn't bend down that far.
Who are you?
I'm the androgynous, heroic character.
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service.
Ah, he is an outrageous Frenchman.
As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did.
Heh. I still think he was the betrayer.
'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea.
I didn't feel the need to actually tell you why I knew this until now. To increase my suspicion.
The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction.
Well, that seemed like a good plan considering it's only been 5 years.
Leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided.
Well, if the primals attacked one of their cities, I'm sure they would have aided you.
And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak.
Why am I always the last one to know when a primal's been summoned? Like, 2 out of 3 times. Just like, oh yeah, there's like Godzilla destroying everyone. You should probably go attend to that. And then like, I can't actually do anything about it. He's like, even with Titan. Oh yeah, he's killing everyone. Okay, where is he? Well, he's hiding underground. Well, now he's killing everyone.
Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals.
She's a hungry, hungry lady.
Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength.
You know those other 2, like, demigods you killed? Shh, nothing compared to this.
Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled.
And if we lose, we all die. Win-win.
If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary.
We had to violate her sanctuary, oh no!
And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I don't have an airship. I just barely got my memories back.
I have an airship?
Don't you remember any of the previous Final Fantasy games? Shut up and get on your airship, damn it.
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship.
You know, if you know more about it than he does, I don't think he can help you.
It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
You do realize that's like an entire, like, nation? Oh yeah, it was spotted somewhere in the area of Chile. Let's just search all of Chile for it.
An airship? My airship?
Stay with us, Sid.
Wait.
This is truly epic voice acting right here. Huh? What? Who am I? An airship? What? And fade to black for some reason. There we go. Once again, why did you have to have the glasses?
Come, Let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
Why did you put the goggles under the hood? You could have easily taken that off of the model that you use for that particular character. I mean, you'd have to, like, do something different with the head, but, I mean, whatever. I know that you fed and sheltered me for a long time, Mr. Priest, but, I'm not even gonna say goodbye.
They need my airship. They need me.
I'm gonna flex this fist because I can't actually move the fingers of the other one due to the gauntlet. Also, Sid's pretty ripped for an old man. Reciprocating in the company of buffoons every whim. Hey, that wasn't my fault the game told me to do that. Gathering information on our as a result. I came. Suppose that we should be grateful for the good fortune, though that is little. Hey, Sid. The Enterprise. Its 5-year mission to explore. No, it's something different. Sorry, I have heard the name before, but where? What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would be lost. Garland would be at last to be found within our church. Defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Sheila. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise. It speaks of Kirk being killed by a bridge, which grew popular in the wake of the calamity, much like the goddess Guba Wall of Uldan. It stands that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gardania towards Korthus. If true, the airship would have passed through North Shroud, likely over Fog Road floats, closest settlement to Korthus. Perhaps the Serpent Station there have records of the events that transpired that day. They are well known for keeping notes on every unimportant detail that happened on every day. It's fairly interesting. I had hoped that you might rest for your journey for a time, but I see that the world still has need for you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid. Lord knows I'm not going to do it anymore. That guy is so annoying. Oh God, I traveled to the void and I saw things that man was not meant to see. Oh God, last time you were here, people were getting murdered and getting their faces ripped off. What is it now? The Enterprise. A fairy tale ship. Well, that's different. I didn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago. Clearly bound for Korthus. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Voifats at Phantom Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I'm unsure of what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, you do not need a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it. I hear that the machinery is fiendishly complex. It looks like I might be going to a new area. That's not a balloon. That's a bomb. Is there really like a wall-off sign saying no entry? It's pretty silly. Hi, Robin Hood. You have come in search of Altfran, then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Corthus. What exactly is it all about? Gotta fly to the Enterprise. I do remember that day. It was a dark day, many clouds, although it did not rain, but it thundered extensively. There was exactly 12 crows in the tower. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartno. Nigh on 5 years ago now. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the fields. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I've seen split the skies overhead. Could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. The Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity. I wager it's still somewhere in Corthus. The astrologians at the observatory must have records which could help. But to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgarans who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalman descended, they took shelter behind the gates. And even now, they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Dicks. Nonetheless, they may design to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Do menial tasks for them for long enough, and eventually they might tell you something. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatory. No, not in that way, in the other way. Though they may refuse you at first, once again, not in that way, I have a little doubt that they would accept your aid freely offered. Let me guess, it's just beyond the edge of the map here. It's called Cold Reception, so I'm going to assume that Mr. Freeze will be there. Well, this is new. It looks like I'm walking in a winter wonderland. Yeah, it'd really suck if your armoring consists of nothing but cloth. But wait. You look a little underdressed, lady. Excuse me? Can you repeat that? It's a blizzard going on out here. Actually, I think there might literally be a blizzard. You wish to offer your services to House Durderm, and what, pray tell, do you expect to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd. You would permit an outsider to pursue the records of the Observatum. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The Holy See of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. That would make us suckers. Is it fun there? Erloin has mercy. Are you still here? Erloin have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist. I guess there is a blizzard going on. But do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. Where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? Should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use of you after all. you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform. That of House of Durand is his mine. That is not a wolf. That is a horrible beast, but not a wolf. Challenge log. What did I complete? I completed something. See if the highest rating possible and fates in 5 different regions. Okay. That's a nice hat you got there. Well, good day to you, ma'am. My name is Kermans, and I represent the interest of the Adventurers Guild here at the Observatum. I might be subaltern. Have you been interested in undertaking a guild level or two? I believe you'd find the experience most rewarding. But it pains me to say that I should first administer a trial leave. I must beg your forgiveness for my premature proposal. This leave should serve as well as a test. If you are willing to accept it, please do so now. Accept. You have my most humble thanks, madame. The dragons and their minions... Dragons? What? Have terrorized my homelands for generations, and we appreciate that you would come to aid for a cause. Return to 2 beasts which threaten the Betsy. You must slay snapjaws and use their meat as bait. This method is far from foolproof, though, and I fear that it may even affect other observers creatures. I don't know why they decided that the X gets, covered up, but it's not a good plan. See, they covered the X up. I sense a thing. I'm not actually behind it. Crushing fangs. I'm crushed by your fangs. Oh, it's a big thing. Dead. Oh my gosh, it's a napalm. Nope, another dud. Aha! Dead before you can do a thing. There we are. Stand in the fire. Make that fire is electricity. Dead. Why, yes. I'm a white mage who slays dragons. I'm glad you've noticed. An honor and a privilege, madame. Pray we can count on your services in the future. I don't know why it's so hard for you to find this guy. I mean, his location's marked right there on the map. Settlement, but no crystal. Where's the nearest crystal? It's north. I'm sure I'll go there soon enough. Hey, how you doing? Knight does not respond. Okay. Bit of a glitch right there, but okay. Hey. Dick. Now will you respond? Okay, come on. Up. Go on. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. That's a mercy I didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors are mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superior that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. He was a ghost the whole time. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight. I expected you to die out there in the cold. Damn it. I'll just rescue him. So you may have been premature in this judgment, miss. We are a proud people, the whole tradition. That does not mean that we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your requests, but only to entertain it. However, understand this is ultimately their decision whether or not you may pursue these records. Pray, proceed to the observatum and introduce yourself to Edmund. Don't run. You defile those sacred waters. Get out. Oh my. That hat. That is unfortunate. Is that like required? Or is she just like stupid? Ah, the lady comes in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Luddux be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravinian activities, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlamont up above. I was entirely pointless to this entire endeavor, and you could have been told just to do it yourself. I mean, really. You couldn't have had the quest be for me to talk to the chief and not deal with the receptionist down there, and apparently those are required hats. Once again, so unfortunate. That's not stupid. It's cool. No, absolutely not. I'm not taking my hat off. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? These are the official hats. If I were to take them off, I would look, not stupid. That can't be. Were our records to fall in the wrong hands, could change the course of the war which has waged for generations. Should not at some mere spat I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Pfft, stupid nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are arbiters of Halon's will. I will not pit our great... Does his outfit match what my character's outfit was wearing? I will not pit our great nations at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Falmonts. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Gilvain. You're Honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durman's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship that has last seen in Heretics 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows come quickly in Cordera. One moment you feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge. Next you find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blinded by the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on single and micro-traveling. You're not given to temptation and divert from your course, otherwise you might find yourself lost in the twilight zone. He's wearing the sacred oven mitts. I was not aware that House Durman isn't House Darmand in that fashion. Thank you, madame. Regardless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Ooh, he's wearing tiny spectacles, too. Like I was saying, my character is wearing an outfit that strongly resembles what he's wearing. But, obviously, in mustard yellow. Because, well, they're just so cool that they can wear mustard yellow at all times and not look stupid. Because they already look stupid to start with. That man is clearly asleep at the telescope. Oh, I can find myself a silly, stupid hat. And I'm going to wear it too, because it's better than my hat. You there, madame. Cannot help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. Well, there may be a way that I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from an expedition to the cliffs east of the Observatum. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixel in the vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian to confirm that he is well, it would be of great comfort to me. Meanwhile, I'll be reading this book for an unknown length of time. I wonder if I can follow my death here. Probably. So what happened to the great hero of the land? Well, she jumped and fell to her death off a long staircase. It was rather embarrassing for us all. Oh, somebody wants you dead. And it looks like I'm the hand of the execution. It was a twin adder. Huh. I needed to kill exactly one of them. I think it's the first time that I've been required to kill just one guy. What do you think that the bunch of enemy NPCs talk about when they're just hanging out? Our sure hope no adventurers show up. That would suck. Yes, I am aiding this person. What a relief to see someone other than the goddamn Birdman. Birdman! I thought I could finish my work, well, worked whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide here and hope that they would leave again before I froze to... Yeah, you're hiding so well there. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. You're far too short and cute. A man of House Durin would be seen in the... A man of House Durin cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madame. How rude. Seriously, I apparently saved your life, and you got so offended that you decided to just waltz off and not worry about being killed anymore. It's weird, man. It's weird. Walk all the way to the top of the donut. Luckily, for some reason, I can ride Drumstick inside of this, you know, observatory, which probably has highly delicate equipment. Because giant chickens are great for super precise equipment. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you've already aided your own cause. House Daradane is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is in their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Drovian aggression. But you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. This is just as well, for there are other ways to locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Pertreon for our official introduction to the other high houses. Word of House Daradon causes... Duradane carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. So you're telling me that this whole series of quests is going to be about political intrigue, and getting to know the right people. This is officially the Game of Thrones of dumb fantasy quests. It's good to know that such an important person lives in such a tiny little place. Caused quite a stir in a short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and save a knight. Now I hear that you have rescued a man of our house. Imagine you must desire something for your troubles. Introduction to the high houses. Cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, and until I perform 2 acts, it would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It's only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? Just twist my arm, why don't you? Oh, that is an unfortunate hat. Now, I understand that you are very eager to find your missing airship, or whatever. Worry not, for this task should take a woman of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. The off-chance any portion of the shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene, the robbery, and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Hildenazzi, further improving the chance that they might indulge your request for aid. Except that really still doesn't give me any incentive to look real hard. Do not tell me this is your first visit to the shop. I shall have to register every name. White Mischief? I think that's a band name right there, White Mischief. Really? It's just outside of town, and you couldn't possibly send anyone there to look at it? I mean, seriously, there's a lantern next to it. That means that somebody has to go there and actually light the damn thing on a regular occasion. And nobody could, like, check this stuff. Oh, here comes an ambush. Luckily, the ambusher's always marked where the ambush is. For your convenience, you see. Nope, can't get over there. Have you good tidings to share? Better get stolen merchandise to show? Why are they three distinct items despite the fact that they all say the same thing? God's blessed, friend. It's all here. Every last... Oh. But wait. The chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells. The personal property of Lord Friends, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nonetheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me! Draconian Rosary. Is this the possession of Lord Frassel? Yet, perhaps this is not difficult to fathom. House Heretics is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. Shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Hillant, that one house. Your other interdictions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must await until this matter is resolved. Of course, if you personally murder all the heretics yourself, that would make things easier. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Whisper, whisper. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served Lord Hillington for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the upcoming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless, spare him no mercy. Speak to him of Eldwese, and he will know you are a friend. Now go. Why am I caught in political intrigue? I want to find a missing airship. I do not care about the petty problems of you pretentious douchebags. Yes, look as though you have something to say. Do you? Seek an audience with the bearer of the White Lily. Go with the wind blooms. Is that the Elstwise in your pocket? Is that an Elderwise in your pocket, or are you happy to see me? I see Sir Klaatu has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. But he has not been seen in Corethus since the calamity. Let me speak freely here, friend. Blah 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 blah. It's absurd. I'd sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. The draconian rosary was not found in my possession. It will still be considered to be it will still be considered by me to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, and if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only aid weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You must much in coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. Missing airship, you see. It required a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. Shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harfus of House Frumptum commands the garrison to Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. And what do you know? Like I thought, I'm going all the way to the actual city with an Aetherite. I'm going to switch to Black Mage for a while because I will lose an experience bonus for my lower level class, and I would like to, should be able to maximize it for as long as possible. Where's the Chicken Man? There be Chicken Man. And apparently Dracula is playing the pipe organ somewhere. Ah, there you are, Lord Draculi. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. You are come to pay your respects. Be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand in formality. Truth be told, I don't stand at all. I sit in this chair most days. I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. How about you? Pray tell me why you have come. Yeah, it looks like Dracula, too. If there is any justice in these world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It's beyond inconceivable. Inconceivable! Ah yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you require assistance. What might that be? Airship, 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 airship. So this Enterprise you speak of was last seen around Kerethis before the Calamity 5 years ago. It may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses of these events, considering how people died in that event. But while Ishgard did not participate in the battles of Cartunia, I've already forgotten how to pronounce it. We were embroidered in our own internal conflicts at the time, the 100 Years' War with the French. Nonetheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. But not in the past, that'd be impossible. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. You will see that you are offered every courtesy as a guest of House Frumtums. If I may make a request. Hey, don't go! I got a side quest for you. It may take some time before I receive any information regarding your missing airship. While you wait, perhaps you might indulge me a small favor? Yeah, because I'm not doing anything right now. No, sirree. It is obvious to me that you know much and more of the ways of war, even though you are a disciple of magic and not of war. I ask that you share any knowledge with our knights, so that they might be better prepared for the next Dravonian horde strikes. One of my veteran knights is presently conducting a training session just beyond our western gate. Pray seek him out and introduce yourself. He will explain how you can help. Become one with the crystal. Feel it within your soul. Will I die or will I not die? This is the question. Storied Knight or Stoned Knight? Who knows? A fine evening to you, miss. Lord Halfitchfence tells me that you possess a great deal of experience. Certainly more than the green boys I mean to test today. If you will allow, I would like to even the odds by setting all three against you. No objections, yes? And let us begin. Knights, to arms. They're all dead. Now what? Nothing? Ah! You certainly live to Lord. Happened to an expedition. There's a privilege to let you fight, miss. Well, that was completely pointless. I observe everything from the western wall. Nah, I'm joking you. I was sitting here the whole time. Splendid performance, Sheila. Perhaps you have discerned this during your short time here, but House Frempton regards outsiders differently from the other high houses. We are less douchebags and more dickweeds. We have no objection to employing adventurers and sellswords, for example. Whether the others have, for all intents and purposes, forbidden the practices. They do so at their own peril. To disregard a man's talent solely because of the circumstances of his birth is short-sighted and foolish. We're not racists here. We just think you're all heretics. You know, after watching you spar with our knights, I am reminded that you are a woman of action. Doubtless you would rather take a more active role in my inquiries, yes? Let us discuss how you can do that for me. I have in fact done absolutely nothing to assist you in any way, shape, or form. I've been stringing you along like a jerk. As you have doubtlessly realized by now, the High House of Ishgard, House Frumtums included, are either unwilling or unable to offer you a formal assistance in your search. I've been stringing you along. I've been doing absolutely nothing for you and taking advantage of you. Funny, isn't it? However, this does not mean that you are not influential individuals within each house. Influential individuals that sympathize with your cause. Lady 9 of my own house, Frumtons, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. This is also Quillivan of House Hilvit. It's too many dang houses to remember. And Firelock Sky. Oh, we can find Skylock Falls. I think I was just at Skyfire Locks. Though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the Tree Stats Relation of House Durandon yet? Yes. Really? Perhaps you'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Formtemps. Do not concern yourself with House Dresmerel. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. Run around in very large circles for an extended period of time, and then maybe eventually I might actually help you. Is she going to help me? 9. Why, hello, good madame. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one in House Formtemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. Topic of everyone's lips these days is what will become of the young Lord Francel. Some say the allegiances are long overdue, given how many members of House Illington have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Accusations are long overdue. So I walk. I walk 10 billion miles. I hope that eventually I will reach level 40. Oh, it's a house under that snow. I guess it's like an Eskimo house where they kind of built it into the ground. Yes? Arlen, grant me strength. There must be some way to... who are you? A friend of Lord Hassenfeld? I wish to help you, I surely do, but these accusations are heresy. They've thrown House Hell into chaos. Right now, I must focus on combating those charges and raising our reputation. Preserving our reputation, I mean. So that's 2 people who were completely useless to me. Hopefully, back at the Observatum, I will find someone who is not completely useless. Observatorium. My chicken's faster than your chicken. Up and 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 I go. Where I stop, nobody knows. Oh, for the love of... Why are you still here? Gather you've been busy since we last spoke. Lord Haffen's missive was positively glowing. I'm not entirely sure how it got here faster than you, considering you're traveling on the swiftest means of transportation we know in our land, But if you think of his endorsement as going to cause me to disregard Ishgarian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, madame, and it grows bolder by the day. Why, a short time since Inquisitor Guillermine arrived in Corinthus, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. Lord Haffens wishes me to waste his day chasing after a long-forgotten airship, and that is his own choice. If you expect others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. It's good to know literally everyone is useless. I don't know why, but for some reason there I was thinking that was where I was at currently. But it's not. To Dragonhead! Away! By your countenance, I take it that you had not learned anything of use. What did I fear? It seems the whole of Corinthus is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. I can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. Once more, this whole thing was a big wild goose chase. should have saved my new gear first. That's unfortunate. Another personal request to make of you. Yes, I know I keep requesting these personal requests, but you're not busy, are you? No? Ah, okay. Concerns Lord Francil, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I received a report that he and 3 knights were seen headed north towards Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by Dravonian hordes, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Ready journey to Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francil's party requires assistance. More north than north. It's a big hole. Oh, it looks like his party died. Who goes there? Sheila? Step back. Phoenix is still here. Oh, that's a big dragon. Killed your dragon for you. Harlan be praised we did it. But what are the others? 3 knights accompanying me. Where are they? Found it all. How are we to redeem House Harlan if we cannot even slay a single Avis? Fortunate that you came along when you did, Miss House Harlan. Hillenstein will remember your kindness. Hear the beast cries from over yonder. Princess, request you blessing. apparently if he gets attacked right at that second, then he gets reduced to being on the ground again. Funny that. I can't squeeze through there. There you are. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. Ah, now I'm taller than you are. It's a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped that we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Hillentail that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralds the slow decline of our house once great name. We have been brought even lower by these disciples accused by despicable accusations of heresy. And despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisition, whatever it may be. But even shall my protestations fall on deaf ears, I proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Dad's big dragon. Big dragon. killed my brother! into a burning ring of fire. I fell in and the flames went on high. Burns, 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 burns. The ring of fire. Well, that was neat. More quests like that. I want all of you to sit in that freezing cold water until your balls fall off. I know it's odd training, but it's the way that we train, like men. Did you find the steel vigil? Ah, yes. Reckless plan. At least it did not cost him and his knights his lives. Amazingly. I have news for you as well. The witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there was a complication. There always is. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francil at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquisition for fear of being seen in the company of a woman who might later be declared a heretic. Not unreasonable fear, given the zeal of Inquisitor Gilman has conducted his investigation. In any case, if you wish to obtain his testimony, you must first clear Lord Francel's name, by association yours. This seems incredibly convoluted and dumb. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocent is discrediting the evidence against him. Generally, yes, that's how you win a court case. By showing that the evidence shows he's not guilty. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself discovered. Now, if you were to admit to sabotaging the whole affair... Oh, wait, no, that would still make you guilty. Now, if you would, please tell me the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfall Lock and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Grethus, so he may have some inkling as to who could be responsible. March yourself 10 million billion miles across a frozen wasteland in order to talk to a guy who will probably tell you to go talk to some other guy. All these houses built in the side of mountains. Hey, someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in their people's positions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lass. I'm a house elation man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me as for my family too. I ain't saying the porter, but we're bringing the shipments did it though. Most of them would work the trade routes, and never heard any cause to question their faith. But if it weren't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, almost every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Could have been the fellow who was responsible for the inspections. Ah, the Ashgardian Knights and Inquisitors, a lot of them. As if they'd even turn their cloaks. And this means the porters are more likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead with White Brim Front today. So we're having a word with them. And once again, the evil empire wants me, and apparently everyone in the nation that I'm in thinks that I'm a heretic, and will probably execute me on sight. I'm in a good place. So friggin' cold out here. Beg your pardon? Suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in house cylinder shipments. What nerve. You truly believe such nonsense? Search our parcels and see what you find. Let's see here. Planted rosary. Weed. Dead hooker. No, this is all just normal stuff. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Uh-oh. But that's impossible. Once the night at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Unless you knew that you could make that request and then throw off your suspicions, in which case you would have done it. Say what you will of Lord Hafenza, I will not be accountable for this. Political intrigue! The game. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. More importantly, what did Wickman have to say? He gave you a bunch of rosaries. Damn it. What are crony rosaries? Is every parcel bound for Skyfire locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitor must acknowledge that this is more than a crass attempt to sully House Hillandale's name. Whoever's responsible for overplayed his hand. Praise Helen that he did. Lord Franco's trial is upon us. We must act now if we are to clear his name. I do not like that extreme close-up. I do not like it, saying I am. From the very first, I knew it could not be so many members of House Hillandale were heretics. At last, we can give the lies to these poisonous we give the lie to this poisonous allegation and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. I will require many sanctions to be had, and it will take years to fill out the paperwork. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Bringen. Tell him that House Four Temps asks, nay demands, that Lord Franco's trial be postponed until a full investigation to be conducted. Yes, I'm sure that if he's working to frame this person, he will totally just acquiesce to your demands. There you are. What is it, my child? Lord Halfvent would have the investigators do what? That is not possible. Inquisitor Gilman presides over Lord Franco's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, Lord Franco is indeed innocent. He shall walk in Highland's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. Don't worry. If you are a witch, you'll die a good Christian death. You'll still be dead, but we'll feel less guilty. They've taken Lord Francel to witch drop? This is madness. Inquisitors not have sufficient ground to subject him to that manner of trial. I'll not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Sheila, I dispatch you and one of my knights to witch drop for cell proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Lord Guillermine in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. But man, there are a lot of forms to fill out. Whatever you must to keep for Lord Francel alive, including murdering everyone there. What? You're an adventurer, you murder everyone. That's like your #1 response, right? At least the blizzard's gone away. That person is riding a nightmare. Kid, nightmare. Stop the trial! Hail, Sheila. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. You must try to reason with the Inquisitors. If his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Yes, going in there and murdering the official, authorities, that'll help you out. Jekin Shamdale Francel de Hilleneuve. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught that you would say in your defense? I didn't do it. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have been opposed to Durolians, and I am of no difference. Since the very birth of our nation, we were glad to gladly shed blood in their service of the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow to the enemies of Ishgard. Just for Helen to judge and take the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of God and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your faith to the Fury. This is a stupid trial. The righteous shall take their place in Halvan's halls, but the wicked shall reveal their draconian form and shall be put to the sword. So this is literally trial by drowning. If you're a witch, you'll float. If you're a good Christian woman, you'll drown, but die a good Christian death. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Oh no! An elf and a tiny woman! Run! Inquisitors, we have come on behalf of House Horfant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Halfence has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I must have allowed. Private doubt, I must have allowed. But that he would dare interfere with legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment: death. Actually, the punishment for every crime is death, so it goes without saying. You must hold them until Lord Halfent's alive, Sheila. And remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. I don't think my pointy stick was meant for this. House Hornhead's on energy. Lay down your arms. Yeah, lay down your arms. Guys. You'd be so kind as to let me not die. Maybe. That guy's really getting on my nerves. Takes this guy. Well, that was exceedingly annoying. It's our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hillentail. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, and to tear ourselves apart. The fevered imagining of a despicable man. What proof have you of this? Here, by the fear edge of Draconian Rosary, and the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the worm. A heretic in the ranks of Knight Templar. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Halfrance. I swear I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francil, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of what first brought you to Heretics, Sheila. Does he know who I am? Pray locate your errant ship and use it. Dick. Not half hits. I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd be jumping of your own free will. I would have done whatever it takes to redeem House Hill and Tail. Praise hairline, my both private citizens as well. Let us quit this place, Sheila. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. By recuperated, I mean walked all the way there. That person is still on a nightmare. You look well, Sheila. And I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. I mean, white mage. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house. My wealth perished at the hands of heretics and his worm. House Rumtip and House Hillendale shall never forget your service. Now, let's return to the matter of your missing Enterprise. Enterprise wasn't that good of a series, don't worry about it. The man with knowledge of Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. If it's somebody that I already know, I'm going to be so upset. How quickly the commoner's opinion change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. What do you mean, days? I haven't been here for that long. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Corinthans several days before the calamity, yes? Well, if it so happens that I was monitoring this night sky at the Observatum during the period. A small vessel came from the direction of Gridania and landed somewhere in the far northwest. Relying on my memory alone, which is not very good, and the fact that I'm blind in one eye and I have a eye infection on the other, and I was kind of drunk that night, I'd say no more than that. However, were you to bring the astroscope log from the evening in question, I would calculate a more accurate location. The log I require is volume 6 of the 1572 readings. It would be stored with the other past logs, the upmost floor of the observatum, just below the astroscope. I believe it to be a large red leather-bound tome, but you ought to confirm the date and volume number if you are at all unsure. 6, 1572. Yes, a lot of work just to get to this point. I'm still not allowed to actually look at these logs. So, am I gonna steal it? Tell me when we reach the 20th floor. I'm gonna throw up. Is that guy drunk? I'm not drunk. I don't know what you're talking about. That's so boring. Can't sit straight. Pretend to find the correct log, the 6th volume of 1572. I understand if you failed, the other cartographers were often careless when returning old volumes to the shelf. Volume 6, fast from me, taking the first thing. My word, you actually found it. This guild smell brings back such fond memories. Ah, yeah, there's a nice little picture of a girl right in the middle of... I mean, I totally need to look at the readings here. Here we are, if you would permit me a moment to make some calculations. As I fear, the ship landed near Stone Vigil of all places, which means that the garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within the walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Lord Halfest is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so perhaps he can lend you a few? In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Bye-bye. Good luck with all that crap. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. But there's no vigil. Yeah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by Dragon for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durdain. I will write a letter to Lord Duramounts in right brim front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragon has concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. As if the plot suddenly forgets my relevance. I wish you well on your journey, Sheila. May Halon guide you. I will cease to be an NPC helping you out for a very long time. And wait, don't go down. Good to see you not dead. Wonderful to see you again, Sheila. If there's anything that I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you ship is inside the Stone Vigil. Pains me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Cylindale. The chaos that followed the calamity of the Draconian hordes caught us unaware. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durdain, instead we have been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry that much weight with Lord Drillmont. Nonetheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The Cravens, who attempted to destroy House Cylindale, have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans are foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us. Towards you now as well. Once again, everybody want to murder me. is that nightmare again? It was a bad plan! The gates of judgment. Hey, I'm walking here. Pretty soon I'll be talking to every porter. It's presumptuous of me to assume that you were an adventurer. I mean, how could I possibly know my grace? That said, on the off chance that you are an adventurer, I'm a wide assortment of contracts in your doing. There is, however, one catch. According to my official playbook, you must undertake a give You desire an audience with Lord Drillman, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride, you see. What do we have here? I guess for Hearthstone and Forza, is it? A likely... Oh, serious. What to do. Timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord German's attentions are focused solely on Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it's not responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albatross. Yes, Sir Albatross. He can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storm on the opposite side of the yard. Good luck with that, Dick. We can dismember it for you wholesale. Now that is an obscure reference you got going there. It's gonna demon fight over the choicest morsels of snow moved food, and climate demands arise. Clear the trade routes, and you will find the trailers grateful. Kill a white wolf? Huh. That looks like a white wolf to me. Can you just attack my cat? frostbitten what's-his-face. So I can't believe that they're using "We Can Remember It For You" wholesale as their reference. That's obscure. It's been the English localization that did that. It'd be kind of hard coming up with names for all these quests, considering there's been a gazillion. Aha, can't kill me. I'm teleporting out of here. But I can't actually turn the damn thing in yet. Once again, I have the problem of I can accept the quest at any level, but I can only turn it in at the appropriate level. It can get extremely, extremely frustrating. Dracula, stop playing the pipe organ. It's annoying. This guy was hiding from me. Sir Brendel bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumes I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillmont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-linking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head surgeon Asrin, and I visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him. Led that guy in a wild goose chase. She won't be able to help him at all. Nope. That adventure will be lost for days and will never make it there. Meanwhile, I actually get there. Are you the next are you here to visit a patient, ma'am? What's this? A little introduction from House Frump and House Hillendale. If such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gremix. You should know where Lord Drummond's current whereabouts. So, literally, the only reason I can't proceed there to start with is because the guy at the front gate is just a moron. Good to know. Oh, more stairs. What reason have you barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Demon is up these stairs. There's a no, though. I would not expect much. The House Dreadalon as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regards. Yeah, best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and you should be returning kind. Walking all the way up. Sir Grinix permitted your passage? Very well, speak. Got that, and I got that. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there? You're the avatar of the Fury herself? And where have you guys been? We are the Signs of the Seventh Dawn. Actually, we're the last of the Signs of the Seventh Dawn. It's a little disappointing. You have come to Corinthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise. The Airship Master said Garland. Too many G words. Who stands before you now? Mr. Garland, you're alive? That's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. He's tall. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. In this critical moment in Ishgarian history, as House demands, to stone vigil, we should appear at Wipe in front with 3 mysterious strangers. Said Garland, mysterious and presumed dead since before the calamity, and 2 signs of 7th Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. Lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durden would have greater sense. I know not why we seek the stone vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For the moment, I nearly believe this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durden purges the dragons from the stone vigil. Can't afford to wait that long. Sid, Sheila, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillon's trust. Understood? Ugh. Eternally playing head games and political intrigue. Come now, you didn't think it would be that easy to Lord Drillon's trust, did you? Even if you are who you claim to be, it would be reckless for him to believe your story without question. At the very least, you ought to show your support for House Durandare by culling feral crocs in our stead. A simple gesture like that would possibly earn you the respect of Sir Curmudgeon, and he's always struggling to find men attending the tasks. Why not give it a try? I see you've been turned away by our lord. How about you kill 10 wolves for us? Surely that will make everyone change their mind. Yeah, that'll work. Step on your turkey. Yeah, put my butt in your turkey, because I hate you. Oh, it's you. Beg your pardon, miss, but I've heard whispers that you wish to prove yourself trustworthy, Lord Durham. Perhaps we can be of service to one another. I am a humble herald of House Humantel, you see, and I was to deliver a most important missive to White Brim Front. I was traveling on the roads when a fearsome fury of snow began to fall. As the curtain of white descended upon me, a sudden gust of wind from the sea of clouds took the parchment from my hands. I fell to my knees and groped blindly, hoping to recover it, but to no avail. It could not have been blown far off the road, but the winds are treacherous and filled with terror. I have no choice but to seek shelter here, and so I must ask for you to recover the missive and deliver to Lord Duramont in my stead. There are a lot of main quests to be had in this general area. You're the last responsible for the commotion upstairs. Aye, word travels fast in White Prim Front. I could hear the commotion, that's how it traveled so fast. I gather you still wish to charge Lord Drummond's mind. If there's one thing I've learned of the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Whenever the barracks, he shall take notice. Now you ask? It's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. Last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever. Knights are righteously beginning complaint. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. Should be quality meat. It wouldn't be quality meat, it's true, but it's a damn sight better than nothing. If you mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Drifton Pass? And take this bottle of vinegar. We'll say it weakens mud puppies by clogging up their mucus glands, drying their skin. Are there any more main quests in the area? No? the very least, at least I can do, you know, multiple quests at the same time this way. It's a little bit better than having to go one quest after the other with really boring objectives. Search for the lost letter. I must find the glowy spot. Or perhaps the endarkened spot. Lost letter found. Use the vinegar. And now we fight like men. The things I do for meat. Don't know where the last one is, though. It's just somewhere vaguely over there. Oh no! Not a chinchilla! The fiercest of all monsters. Didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. The bone isn't removed. The bone is not removed. Oh dear. I may never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road. This should only take a moment. We'll just need to do this, and this. Ah! Never seen a man cook steak that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. You're right, I have never seen a man cook steak that fast, because it's impossible. You there last! Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself clear. If you wish to buy my trust to a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Nom 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 nom. Ah, yes, I feel very, very fresh. had the strength of 10 men, and the wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a few reasons to refrain from sentry duty. I like that character. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march up to die in this godforsaken waste. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Erlen's blessings be upon you, my friend. But puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. I will gladly march off to my death now. This guy even has a name. It's weird. Never must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are to receive proper sustenance. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durrandon must do more than its share for the sake of Ishgard. Will not make myself clear? Begone from my sight, foreigner, or I shall have you removed. But I brought you a letter. Missive? Give me that. House Vortems and House Illendil hereby formally advise that all restrictions on employing foreign sellswords be... These not more no conceived notions of a hopeless romantic and a naive lordling. House Durandil would not even be in this position for not House Illendil failing to hold the stone vigil. It would have us pit one horde against another. Nay, I say, we need only Ishgard's steel to cleanse the realms of these godforsaken Drake, Scalekin, blah 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 blah. I'm angry! Lord Dimlet rejects our proposal, did he? Could hear him shouting even from here. Alas, he is not the only one to heap disdain upon House Cylindel. Ever since we lost steel and stone vigils, we have been at the mercy of the other holy houses. We should be the ones fighting to reclaim the lost outposts. Yet it is House Durandant that must pay the price for our failures. But now I can hear Lord Dimmer's harsh words back to the Lord. How can I bear Lord Dimmer's back to the Lord Francil? Perhaps I should remain here out of notice. Blah 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 blah. Feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Here's what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Germains at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. I'm taking the steak to Kenote. She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. There you are. Begging your pardon, madame, but I am busy tending to this man. I'll be with you in a moment. Have some steak. Is that... Come to think of it, it's been a while since I last ate. Suppose it couldn't hurt to have a nibble. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. Eat this right away. Meanwhile, the guy over there is like, can I have some? My leg, you know, needs to be treated, but it smells real good. I can teleport back there. Now it's time to slay some crocs. That ain't no croc. DPS just casting their spells really, really fast. If I need to kill 10 wolves, it would behoove you to respawn those wolves much faster. Keeping the road clear. Bosom buddy. What is bosom buddy? Bosom buddy! Defeat 20 enemies, compare level to you. Your companions out to beat 100 enemies. Already completed those. And not quite next level yet, no. I gotta wander all the way back. Who put this wall in my way? Back, you brutes, back! This is a good one. Unfortunately, that gauge is very, very slow to fill up. More firepower. NPCs are actually better than most NPCs I see. Most NPCs generally just die in 3 seconds flat if you're not basically holding their hand for them. Of course, then again, maybe these guys die too. You never know! They're down. Which should allow me to level up when I actually turn in this next quest, which should allow me to turn in the other quest and be done. Also, that's a big bird. I failed, but I still win. Dungeon, dungeon, dungeon. Lots of dungeons there. but down here is your payment. Moments like this is what makes it all seem worthwhile, don't you think? Little bird tells me that you slew some crocs in an effort to curry my favor. I'm afraid I've been had, miss. The young fellow merely sought to shirk his own duties. Yeah, I knew that. Still, your heart was in the right place, and it cannot be denied that the people of Heretics are better off with other beasts. Very well. I see that Lord Birdman is aware of your deeds. Do try to understand my lord's position, though. It's his responsibility to ensure that White Brim is prepared for every eventuality. But in an endless blizzard or a draconian assault, he will not put his effort to retake the Stone Vigil unless without a good cause, which is yet to give. After completing all those quests, you still have not made a dent in what he wants. You still have not curried his favor after all of your self-sacrificial attempts. A pity. Hey, Sid. Would like you to furnish the info for new ambient. I'd have a word with you, Sheila. Concerns the Shurgens. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs. You see, so I used some of the broken equipment to craft more advanced alembic. But the gesture of goodwill and is mean to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 6 ice spirits. These are commonly used to produce may sound ridiculous to you, possible even, yet somehow I know it will work. There are wolves to kill, so go kill them. Chose the worst time to leave, Drumstick. Music got a little bit funky there. You can't get Blizzard on me, that's my spell. Or at least don't know what Black Mage is. Yet more dragonflies, of course. Of course, these dragonflies are actual flying dragons, so that makes them badass. Have you pinned the cores? If so, please show them to me. They're ice cold. I tend to freeze the very air around them, making them perfect for cooling drinks on the especially hot day. How cool am I? Ice cold. What an amazing device, but is it truly an amblyx, sir? Never seen this. It looks like blah, blah, blah. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. Well, certainly impressive. If you don't know what it does, why is it impressive? I have no idea how to use it. Nonetheless, as effective as it claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we can create and lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. Or the kindly stranger, bearer of gift, wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to as of yet unknown end. Take the stick out of your butt, buddy. Moreover, we should be wary of association with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a specific heretic. Hey, what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to temptation prevented by these unbelievers. I came in here to ruin everyone's day, because I'm Mr. Dick. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reason, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Before we can pursue Lord Durmont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gilmane that we are not his enemy. That's how we might be about doing that. We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Carithus. Perhaps you should learn more by speaking with the people of White in front. Go to your findings with eminence in the square, and I'm sure we can formulate a strategy from there. You, random sick man, what do you think? The Inquisitor? Yes, of course I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whitefront many moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly blinded us in the snow that day. I had the ill fortune of being assigned that night's watch. The stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior, the blackest bit of pitch. Which kind of outside of a silhouette illuminated by lights of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out, turned into a terrible fall. When I woke... I cried out and gave chase, but it's been a bit of when I woke up several days late in my very bed and been recuperated from my injuries ever since. I tried to rescue Ben, but the Inquisitor rescued me, carrying my unconscious body. I owe my life, madame. I pay his kindness. He's a nice guy, except when he's being a dick and a heretic. Inquisitor? I am the foggiest of whom you speak. Unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witch Drop. I will not be parry to whatever dastardly schemes you have hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you! Thanks for nothing. A guy with a regular name? Hi, Patrick. My name's not Rick. Under imprisonment in Retro Gaze, unprecedented number of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is devotion. Blessed are we to have a goodly religious man to protect us. Killing all those people without evidence or proof or, you know, really anything beyond pointing a finger. Do you hate me now too? All we see is decree that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of her own will, and they are not to afford any encouragement of respect. That was basically pointless. And I still know almost nothing about this Inquisitor. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited for this climate. Yeah, I noticed that. Rose it soon upon my arrival, but paid no mind to it, as I had hoped that we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. You and me both believe that, brother. And apparently developers did not think so. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with that irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It must come no surprise that he is held in high regards. Even so, I am beginning to suspect that he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let me more closely review the testimonial you obtained, Sheila. Perhaps they might provide the Inquisitor motivation. Enough of these monkey shines. Back to what I do best, which is killing folks. Something troubles me about that Wounded Knight's account. He claims to have fallen and chased a bigger darkness than we saw inside the Eastern Gate, yet the main road leads to the Southwestern Gate. Since we arrived when I've been front, I've seen him arrive by the Eastern Gate. Moreover, he said he yesterday silhouetted, illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the Eastern Gate, not south. But it cannot be so. What lies not but a deep chasm. So, is not misremembering the Inquisitor's behavior, and I absolutely make no sense. At least, perhaps recanting his steps will shed some light on this mystery. Should I, like, jump down into the hole? Well, that was a bad move. A very bad move, indeed. My greatest foe, gravity. There's one. You're not what I wanted. There's a second one. Another quest? Yeah. Certainly prove yourself competent, which is well, if there's You can drink straws, you work all I care. As long as clients are satisfied, so am I. This time, same plan, except for I don't throw myself off the cliff. Can't catch me, little chinchilla. I'm riding Drumstick, the fiercest of all giant chickens. Find a safer way to jump down there. Leap! I find the real Inquisitor's corpse. Real Inquisitor was less of a dick, but still kind of a dick. Apparently this was the long way. And I took the wrong way. You found something, didn't you? Well, you don't keep me waiting in suspense, do you? It appears to be official path appointment. Given the account of this Encyclian, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor. Will he come to Corinthus and murdered on the day of his arrival? Yet, yes, it would be a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? So it would be still, while this is irretrievable proof that the Inquisitor was an imposter, we still have to discern his true identity or why he is to oppose us. We'll proceed quickly, Sheila. Where we learn is slightly different colored shoes. Has already turned against us. I fear that this encyclical alone will not be enough to survive the claims. But what must persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsement of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights, if a certain knight were to provide testimony that support our claim. Yes, perhaps the evidence that you discovered here was what we call the truth of that knight. As a man of faith, he may have difficulty to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Regardless, he will do everything within his power to secure the Enterprise. We'll destroy this man's fate, but it's for the greater good. Well, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? The Inquisitor is impossible? Don't be preposterous. That could possibly be true. He's a paragon of virtue, a delicate servant of fury. You would have me believe it is a lie? If you're so certain the ridiculous story is true, then go ahead and speak with Sir Pernwell. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here. But I will never speak against the man who saved my life. She's also an imposter! Actually, if she's the person in the basement, then she already hates me. I believe I know you, ma'am. Pray move along and trouble me no more. You're in the habit of handing bloody documents to a stranger? Why would you so much dreadful thing? I have not of it, not at all! What? Do you doubt my words? Away with you. I have no them. Yes, I doubt you. You know, don't you? Fairy, take me, for this day would never come. When Lord Joseph escaped cave, I followed him close behind. He didn't fall. One of the Dravonian abominations lashed out at him and nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy. What came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew about me and my family, secrets I had never told anyone. Told me that I kept him confidential, sir, doing that I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. At least I agreed to his terms, and the man came forward. Joe's arguing as an Inquisitor. I know that it to be false. Today, we carried sir, blah, 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 Inquisitor. We have come the accusation, kind of men and women, good moths, as I feared, he was contriving the condemning innocent men. I wanted to confess to the Lord. Yes, we have uncovered the plot. Let's move on. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found out that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whiteman Front, so I took several from the chest and planted them in a shipment bound for Skyward Flat. as I had hoped they were discovered and considered evidence of conspiracy against Lord Hinson, dishonoring Lord Farron, and casting doubt on our own recent trials and the entire truth, I swear. Yeah, I'm gonna discover her murdered later, aren't I? Blood for blood. So at last we come to the end of this incredibly long scheme to expose the Inquisitor. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Braids of unbelievers and enemies of the Holy See. It better be a very good explanation for why you are carrying these rosaries. Where did you find these palpable in Siglet? Take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic? Or before have I heard such an unbelievable tale? This evidence in your testimony cannot have any other explanation. I must judge you and your friend Sheila. For that I am deeply apologize. I permit you entered the outpost, but first, I need to beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Oh, I'm gonna be fighting the hidden dragon, aren't I? In a stupid hat. But it was I, the stupid hat wearing person. Those thrice-damned heretics have murdered countless innocents and have made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravonian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon another poor man whom shall be branded heretic. If we hurry, we may seem have time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, Sheila. Together, we shall put an end to the impostor's heresy once and for all. Together, we shall end this pointless quest chain and bring order to the game. Good to have you with us, miss. When Lord Dermont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we need to use force. Prepared for this eventuality? Oh yeah. Let's murder the shit out of him. Let's guy's been a thorn in my side since I arrived here. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in hell. It's only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you, I have never questioned the teachings of Hello. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Dremont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are all aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain! I name the Heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Galamine and countless innocents. Look how short my character is. You are a traitor to Ishgard and to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. It was a good plot. Ah, grave accusations indeed, but you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? Nor Lord Drummond, my conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You, whose hands are black with blood of those whose only sin was to question our nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all of these live in the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me. Deafened by dogma as you are, if you desire redemption, Lord Drummond, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravonian Fang and Claw. On duty. Oh, he's become a dragon. That is not good. Not flee? No. Killed dragon before. What? I gotta keep somebody else alive? That's not cool. That's a bunch of nonsense. Bunch of malarkey. Gotta keep somebody else alive. We're also DPSing the heck out of everything. Yeah, it's attacking me. Leave the poor, apparently squishy guys alone. Somehow squishier than me, I guess. Sleep! Seriously? I guess I'm just gonna have to max my level out beforehand so I can DPS them even harder. It's a bunch of nonsense. After that bit of malarkey, bad note to end the day on, but I'm out of time for this stream, so I will have to see you all Next time, hopefully, I will do better and have less nonsense like that stupid. Brr! Brr! Brr!